G'day and welcome to the show. My name is Joe Cross. You may know me from the movie Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead or from rebootwithjoe.com. A question I get asked all the time, particularly from athletes, is what about the protein, Joe, in juices and smoothies? They want to know if you can reboot while in training. My answer is you bet you can. These days, there are vegan bodybuilders and NFL stars all over the place. There are plant-based marathoners and Ironmen. These are serious, committed athletes. And guess what? Fruits, veggies, nuts, beans and seeds give them the power for what they need to complete the task. Today, we'll meet athletes and experts who will tell us how to reboot for strength and endurance. So, let's get started. I'm joined here with a bunch of boys. It's like a scrum. We've turned the Reboot Kitchen into a scrum. A bunch of lads from the Reboot, no, not the Reboot Rugby team, the Brooklyn Rugby team. Maybe we should make it a Reboot Rugby, but it's the Brooklyn Rugby team. G'day, Jason, Dan, cheers, and Simon. How are you, mate? Good. All right, let's just pass this out the line, get the ball out of the road. All right, there's nothing better than loading up with a juice either before the game or at half time. What do you guys do at half time?
Halftime, we usually stick with water. If someone remembers to bring some oranges, we go with that.
Okay. Well, look, this is my tip. Juicing is something so easy and quick, all right? I've designed here a juice for athletes. This is my sort of athlete juice. I've got some pineapple, some apple, some ginger. I've got some carrot, and I've got celery. And over here is where I've got a lot of high protein coming in here in my parsley and in my kale, okay? I'm going to get a hand from you guys to help me juice up the machine. All right. Simon, hang on to that.
All right.
Now, rugby nut players are known for being strong, right? So let's get started and make a big juice, all right? Okay. Now, sometimes when the apple doesn't get it, mate, just give it a hit with your hand or thing. Knock it down. Good boy. Let's put a couple in to start with. That's it. Perfect. All right, now, I like grab a whole bunch of this, get it in the chute. There we go. We've got our carrots. We're filling up here good, so let's just get our protein in and our kale. The most nutrient-dense vegetable in the cruciferous plant group. I'm going to put all the kale in. We're not going to let any of that go to waste. All right? And then we're going to add some ginger. All right? I love ginger. You guys had ginger before?
Yes.
All right? Love my ginger. All right, we're loading up nicely. Let's go with another apple. Perfect. And then we're a little bit more pineapple, and then I think we're going to be done, boys. Now also, doesn't that remind you of the consistency of water? So what you can do is you can actually drink juice while you're on the run. Okay, give me a glass or top up. So therefore, if you're playing rugby at its half time, you're not going to want to eat a sandwich or some kind of bagel and cream cheese, are you? No. But you can juice, and because the juice is the body thinks it's like water, yet it's supercharged with micronutrients, the digestion process, just rapid absorption, and you're getting your cells what they want. All right? Okay, let's have a drink, see what you think, boys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good season. Let's hope that the Brooklyn Rugby team kicks a big goal. All right? What do you reckon?
It's good.
Very good.
No, honestly, what do you reckon? Seriously.
No, it's good.
You like it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, good. Today, I want to show you the go-to smoothie for all of those people out there that are out there pumping iron, doing lots of exercise. There's an athlete inside all of us, don't forget that. On the Reboot workbench, I'm going to throw in 4 leaves of kale, cup of almond milk. We're going to put a teaspoon of cinnamon in. We've got a 1/4 cup of oats. I'm going to throw in a date for sweetness, frozen banana, and some almond butter. We've got our Breville blender over here, so I'm going to whack in half of that there. Now, if I've been told on the road the number of times, Joe, what about your protein? What about your protein when you're out there juicing? And my answer to that is that it's up to you as to how much protein you want to get into your diet. You don't actually go to bed with protein sort of beside you, do you? You don't need a protein straw or wake up in the middle of the night. So it's a personal thing. For me, during my 60 days, I found that I got enough protein from the juicing that I was doing, because remember, there's lots in the cruciferous plant group and those leafy greens. There's lots of protein in the broccoli, in the spinaches, and in the kale, of course. Our frozen banana goes in. If you want to add ice to this smoothie because you want to make it cold, you can. Today, we're going to keep it without the ice. Throw it all in the blender, whack it up. Shouldn't take too long. The kale's going to give us that lovely green sort of filling through it. This sort of smoothie for me is something that I'll usually have in the morning before I start my day. It's a great way to kickstart with breakfast. I'll actually have one of these, make it, sit down by my desk, and then have it on the side. And while I'm working, I'll just go to, and you know, this sort of really means that I don't need to have anything until lunchtime. So if you have a look at that, it's got a nice bit of texture about that. I'll zoom in there so you can have a look at that smoothie. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And the taste? Fantastic. I don't know about you, but I've noticed when I'm hitting restaurants lately, there's a lot more fruits and veggies on the menu. You don't have to go to a vegetarian restaurant or a vegan place to boost up your intake of micronutrient-rich fruits and veggies. One of the coolest places in New York City is the Meatball shop. Actually, it has vegetarian meatballs on the menu. Co-owner and general manager Michael, he's come down here, Michael Chernow. He's come down to the Reboot kitchen. We're here on the workbench, Michael, and we have these famous vegetarian meatballs. What was the thinking that went into when you sort of sat down with your team to create the recipe for this one?
The concept was sort of derived from a healthy lifestyle. I'm a really healthy guy, and
you look pretty fit and healthy, mate.
Well, thank you so much, sir.
Call yourself an athlete?
I certainly do. I spend a lot of time playing sports and taking good care of myself.
What's your diet consist mainly of?
You know, I would say that 80% of my diet is plant-based. The vegetarian option is actually my favorite meatball that we do, or kind of meatball that we do. It's filled with protein. It's a super duper healthy combination of lentils, mushrooms, onions, carrots, celery, little egg, little Parmesan cheese, walnuts, parsley, thyme, onions, garlic. I mean, there's a ton of great ingredients in these.
Wow, that's like a
balls.
real protein boost then. For those who want to get this recipe, they can go to rebootwithjoe.com. We're going to have that there for you. But obviously, meatballs are all about the sauce.
Yes, sir.
So what sort of sauce would you recommend whacking on these vegetarian meatballs?
Well, my favorite combo with the veggie balls is the pesto sauce. It's a really simple pesto sauce.
Pesto is one of my favorite sauces.
Spinach and basil pesto with Parmesan cheese and walnuts.
Righto.
Little olive oil, little salt. Really, really simple. And they go super well together. It's a room temp sauce.
Right.
And then,
well, this is going to be good to taste, mate. This looks great.
Yeah, man. We always finish up with a little Parmesan cheese.
And would you say this is like a full meal when you have like 4 of these?
Right here, sitting in front of you, will fill you up for sure, 100%. Okay. Dig in there, man.
Okay, man. All right, I'll give this a go. This looks good. Okay, let's just crack into there. Some of that sauce on there.
I mean, the vegetarian following that we have at the Meatball shop is pretty incredible. I was super duper surprised and really, really delighted to see how many people actually in the vegetarian community come to the Meatball shop.
That is a hearty. I'm still chewing.
Right?
Awesome. I'm still chewing. We always finish our show with our top 5, and today's top 5 are the top 5 fruits and veggies for endurance and strength. On the Reboot bench, we have a whole feast of veggies and fruits here for you to take a look at. Beets. Beets improve your oxygen intake so you can run farther and faster. Swiss chard. We've got some red Swiss chard here. That's loaded up with vitamin E, which builds stamina, so you'll be able to go further. Our berries, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, these are all high in vitamin C and reduce stress on the body during those intense workouts. Avocado, one of my favourites, that helps with energy production and muscle strength. That's the fat in there that's really doing a lot of benefit. And as for grapefruit, well, it's vitamin C. It supports a healthy immune system and contributes to recovery. So there you have it, our top 5. I hope that's helpful. And any more tips you want, check out rebootwithjoe.com and find out much, much more. Well, for now, that's Joe Cross signing out from the Reboot Kitchen with a big juice on.